Ah, my most marvelous apprentice. It's good to see you've made it safely to Alderaan. It really is a wonderful world, so rich in history. It's a shame you won't have time to visit the libraries.
I'll have to make time.
I won't dissuade you, but keep your priorities straight. The artifact is key. Alderaan is a planet in the throes of civil strife. A usurper sits on the throne and all of Alderaan's nobles make war. Your artifact was discovered by the Jedi Order years ago, and given to one of Alderaan's noble houses. I don't know which one.
Any idea where I should start?
House Thule is allied with the Empire. Their young leader, Alana Thule, is eager to help you. Go to House Thule and speak with her. Hopefully, with her aid, you can reclaim the missing artifact.
Lady, this must be the Sith we've been expecting. I can feel her power.
Welcome, Sith. I'm sorry for the chaos. Alderaan is on the brink of civil war, but House Thule owes the Empire so much.
What did the Empire do for you?
Before I was born, House Thule was accused of conspiring to steal the throne. We were disgraced and driven off Alderaan. The Empire gave us a home in exile and helped restore us to our rightful place on Alderaan. But our history can hardly be of interest to you. Darth Zash mentioned you're after a certain artifact. Am I correct?
You've heard correctly.
Excellent. Then I should be able to help you quite a bit. Allow me to introduce Morin. He's my personal Sith guard. He did some preliminary investigation after Darth Zash called.
Charmed to meet such a renowned and beautiful Sith. I began my research on a Hunch House Organa close to ties with the Jedi. We captured and chatted with a Chamberlain of House Organa.
He confirmed that Organa holds the artifact, and that it is kept in their private vault in the Elysium.
How dare you torture someone without me?
Apologies. I will be sure to bring you in on the fun next time.
Unfortunately, the Elysium is sealed tight, and the key is held by Nomar Organa, a powerful, revered, and insufferable Jedi Master. You are the only Sith on Alderaan who even stands a chance of defeating Nomar. We must bring him here.
Nomar Organa has a reputation for strength and power, but above all, for his principles. He is, by all accounts, the perfect Jedi, but everyone has weaknesses. Isn't that right?
Everyone has weaknesses, but especially Jedi.
I suggest you start in the library of House Alder. They are devoted keepers of Alderaan's history. Personal connections, I think, would be most useful. Siblings he was particularly close to, childhood friends. But be careful. House Alde is a close ally of Organa. They're likely to attack anyone from Thule on sight.
Sith, it is an honor to meet you. Did I hear it right? Did Darth Zash really send you?
She is my master.
So it's true. I'm honored. Really. You were part of that group of slaves they brought to the academy for training, weren't you? They say it was you who killed Darth Scotia.
What if I told you they were right?
I'd say I'm impressed. And then I'd want to know how you did it.
I am incredibly powerful after all.
I can tell you're powerful, but Scotia was practically Dark Council caliber, so it wasn't just power.
Perhaps if I knew you better.
I certainly hope we'll get a chance to know each other better. There are other Sith on Alderaan, but it's rare to get the time to just talk.
I hope we do more than just talk.
Well, maybe we can both get our wish. I need to do some work for my lady right now, but in the meantime, good luck.
Getting a little friendly, huh? There's only one way that ends, far as I've seen.
He's just a toy. I'll play and throw him away when he stops being new and shiny.
Well, he don't look very new or shiny now. But then, all these nobles kind of rub me wrong. I'm not jealous or nothing.
I thank you all for gathering here. Friends, family, everyone. As you know, This is the day that Rahana and I were to announce our intentions to be married.
No. What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Rahana, but there's been a change.
You coward!
I have a responsibility to the Jedi Order. I have decided to continue with my training in the Force, off-world.
It's your family, isn't it? They talked you out of this.
Damn Organas think you're too good for us, for my daughter? You'd better be sorry. You will be sorry.
Keep me apprised of the situation, Ertl. We may need to take action. Ah, Sith. Sorry to keep you waiting. I hope your search in House Alday was fruitful. I've been anxiously dreaming up scandals we could catch the spotless Nomar Organa in.
Not really a scandal, but he was engaged once.
Engaged? Interesting. Jedi aren't usually the marrying kind. Let me see. Engagement announcement, Nomar and Rihana. My goodness, this is juicy. It must have been somewhere between 20, 30 years ago. Long before I was born, but I remember hearing my nurses talking about it. The sister to the Lord of House Rist was engaged to a prominent noble against the wishes of both their families. The coward broke it off.
And here I thought Jedi were supposed to keep their promises.
I don't know about that. But the timing of this holo recording is right, as is the name, Rahana. Rist is a house of highly trained assassins, and Lady Rist is no exception. But she is perhaps most noted for her stubborn refusal to marry, and for the humiliations she pours on those who ask.
Do you think she still loves Nomar Organa?
I'd say it's a fair bet. If Rahana is Lady Rist, I think it's quite clear that she is. Then the suitor is our perfect Jedi, Nomar Organa. And if she is still in love with Nomar, then you may be able to convince her to lure Nomar to Alderaan.
My words will be sweet as honey.
But be wary. To reach Rahana Rist, you'll have to contend with the deadliest assassins on Alderaan. Good luck, Sith.
Good to see you again, friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a report to make to my lady.
I was hoping to get to know you better.
Did you have something in mind? My report will keep.
I think you can guess.
I do have some very comfortable rooms nearby. I could order us some food, some wine. We could talk more freely there.
Just show me where the fun is.
Good. Excellent. Well, that was very pleasant, wasn't it? But I shouldn't keep you any longer. You still have a great deal to do.
I hope we'll get to do that again sometime.
As do I. But I know I shouldn't keep you any longer, as much as I want to.
Well, that took a while. It's all right. I found my own tour guide. Sweet young lady that mucks out the Thrantha stables. Almost nobility, but without the stink.
The four of us could have a dinner party.
She's not the dinner party type. Sorry.
Congratulations, Sith. You've broken into my home, butchered my assassins, and forced your way into my personal chambers. Can I at least offer you a drink before you start making demands?
A drink would be nice.
Excellent. People have so little time for hospitality these days. So tell me, what does the bright-eyed young daughter of Thule want from Rihana Rist?
I don't know about her, but I want to discuss Nomar Organa.
Well, well. Let me guess. You dug this holo out of some dusty archive in House Alda. Let's just say that his Royal Jedi-ness Nomor Organa and I are ancient history and leave that dead dog buried.
There must have been some good times.
I don't know what you expect me to say. Nomor Organa and I were in love. I'm sure he'd write it off as misguided youthfulness, but it's true. We were going to get married, in spite of our family's disapproval, and then he got cold feet. That's all.
Why have you never married?
Huh. You think I'm pining for Nomor Organa? Is that it?
Isn't that the reason?
Anyway, what does it matter if I still love him? He certainly doesn't care one whit about me.
He cares more than you think.
I don't know. It's been so long. 23 years. Fine. I'll call him, and I'll ask him to meet me here. But I'm going with you, for my own safety. I don't quite trust you.
I won't harm you, or Nomor.
Let me bring him up.
Rahana, what a surprise.
I know, it must be. Nomar, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Go ahead. Anything I can do. Anything at all.
Not like this. It's a favor I need, here on Alderaan. I was hoping we could meet.
Of course. I can be there in a few hours. The old place?
Yes, the old place. Thank you. Do you really think he'll come?
I'm sure he will.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Anyway, he's agreed to meet me in our old hiding spot in one of Alderaan's underground tunnels. Here are the coordinates. Unfortunately, the native sentient insect species, the Killiks, have moved into the tunnels lately. I'll have to meet you there.
Ah, bugs. My favorite.
Yes. At least you aren't squeamish. I'll be using the shadows as cover, but you and that surly fellow will probably have to fight. I'll meet you down there shortly. Nomar, I'm surprised you came.
Despite what you must think of me, Rahana, I try to be a man of my word. Now, you said you wanted a favor. What can I do for you?
You can marry her like you promised.
What's this Sith doing here? Rahana, you tricked me!
No, Nomar, I didn't trick you. I called you here because we need to talk.
Then answer my question. What is this Sith doing here?
I just want to see you and Rahana happy.
You want to see us happy? I should strike you down where you stand.
No, Nomar, don't. If it hadn't been for the Sith, I would never have had the courage to call you.
Listen, Rahana, you've been deceived. The dark side leeches off of the light like a foul disease. It's time someone cut this cancer out.
Nomar, will you stop being a Jedi and listen to me just once?
Hear what she has to say.
I love you, Nomar. I've never stopped. And I've spent the last 23 years waiting for you to get some sense into that thick skull of yours.
Rahana, I don't know what you're talking about.
She loves you, idiot.
Stay out of this, Sith.
No, Nomar. She's right. We got engaged against everyone's wishes, and you ended it. And what's worse, I still love you.
Rahana, I don't know what you expect me to say. I'm a Jedi.
Tell her you love her.
Neither of you realize what it would mean. There is no room for passion in the light side, in the life of a Jedi.
I have more light than you'll ever have. And I love.
It's true. The oppressive weight of the dark side doesn't accompany you. Yet you're Sith. I don't understand.
Please, Nomar. I understand that you thought you were doing what was right for us. But all we've done is waste 20 years.
Perhaps you are right. Perhaps I do still care for you. But what of that? 20 years! The time is long past for us. And I have a duty to perform.
Don't deny your feelings, Nomar.
Listen to her, Nomar. It's not too late. We can start again. We can make up the time we lost.
Do you really think so? I'm sorry, Rahana.
Shh. Just promise you won't leave me again.
I want to. I can't make that promise. Not yet. Let's see how the Jedi Order reacts.
Can I expect an invitation to the momentous event?
I think maybe we'll take this one step at a time. Right, Nomar?
I don't really understand it. Why you helped us like this. I feel like I should thank you, repay you in some way. It's not much, but this key belongs to my family's vault in the Elysium. I understand there's something a Sith would value there. I vowed to protect it from the Sith. But you're like no Sith I've ever met. And as I am no longer a Jedi, I am released from my vow.
At least you know special when you see it.
Now, if you'll excuse us. We have 20 years of catching up to do.
Jedi and nobility are two kinds of folks I just don't understand.
Sith, so sorry to interrupt. I hope your meeting with Lady Rist went well.
I was able to persuade her to my way of seeing things.
You'll have your artifact soon, then. I'm glad to hear it. Like I said, I'm very sorry to trouble you, but we have a problem on our hands, and you may be the only one who can solve it.
Tell me the situation, and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you. I have intelligence that Organa is preparing a reprisal for your raid on House Alder. According to our spy, Organa has assembled a contingent of Jedi to attack House Thul. I sent Ertl and his Sith to investigate, but they haven't returned.
Do you think Ertl's been killed?
We've lost contact, and I fear the worst. Please, all I ask is that you locate and take out Organa's Jedi contingent within House Organa before they have a chance to strike. And if you could find out what happened to Ertl and the other Sith, I would appreciate that as well. But the Jedi are first priority.
As you say.
Thank you, and I assure you House Thul is a generous ally. Thul also has a vault in the Elysium, and the key will be yours, once our safety is assured. Organa will expect an attack and be heavily guarded. Please, hurry. I don't know how much time we have. Sith, we just received word from House Organa. They want a temporary truce. Apparently you were too much for them.
Your people are hurting.
It's a shame. He was a valuable asset to our house.
He was clearly weak.
I suppose strength is all a Sith really cares about. Strength and power. House Thul is once more indebted to the Empire, and of course, to you personally. The Elysium is where the houses keep their dearest treasures. I'm sure you'll find something of value. Thank you again, Sith. House Thul is once more secure. I don't know what would have happened without you.
Find me here, Sith? Don't be. That was a clever trick you played back there. But there's no room for passion in a Jedi's heart. I simply indulged your game until I was better prepared to face you. You will not claim that vile artifact.
I can't believe Lady Rist hasn't killed you yet.
Rahana is a smart woman. And out of the influence of your forked tongue, she was open to reason. When you manipulate people's emotions toward your own ends, you only prove the Jedi philosophy. The Jedi are elevated by higher things than emotion, by peace and justice.
Not all emotions are bad. Try love sometime.
It is not for a Jedi to love and let his thoughts be clouded, weighted down by matter and emotion. If you will not relent, then my Padawans and I are forced to kill you.
You've been itching for action this whole time. Here it is.
Do you have to ask?
The darkness cannot hope to stand against the armies of the light.
Apprentice, you have the artifact. Wonderful. And Lady Thule sends her thanks once more for your aid against Organa's Jedi.
I don't know that I've ever met a nicer person.
She knows who her friends are, as do you, apparently. Lady Thule is a vital ally to the Empire. By all accounts, you have a very promising future ahead of you, Apprentice. Now that you've found the last of the artifacts, I hope to see you on Dromund Kaas as soon as possible. We still have much work to do.
Hey, you got time to chat?
I didn't think you were the chatting kind.
Haven't been aboard too long. Like to know who I'm working with. Nothing touchy-feely, just enough to know you got my back.
Good. Because if you got all sensitive on me, I might not like you as much.
Last time I cried, I was 6 years old. The old man shot me in the foot to shut me up. Besides, I've got a reputation to protect.
Okay. But you still have to buy me flowers.
Alright, but let's get one thing straight. I'm a pirate, you're a Sith. I'm happy as any guy to give a girl what she wants, but I'm not your slave, right? I'm free to go anytime.
You're free to do what you want. But I'd prefer if you stayed.
Well, then you're in luck. Can't think of anywhere I need to go. Talk to you later, alright?